Miss Carrie here from Miss Carrie's Creations, and today we're going to take a quick 5-minute look at one of my favorite finds, shimmer brushes. When your shimmer brush first arrives, it comes in a package like this. There are no instructions that come with the package. There is a nice little video on my website, but today I do want to show you a few tips and tricks that are not in that video. Before we get started, I do want to remind you to click that subscribe button because I have a little surprise at the end and you're going to want to be notified when that video is added to my channel. So here are all of my shimmer brushes and I have them labeled by color. They all go inside a tool caddy and I happen to have one brand new one here that I'm going to use to show you how to open and prime and get it ready for use. So you can see here, mine has a label on it. It does not come labeled like this. I did this with a label maker so that I know which color I'm using. Do you see that little yellow band? We're going to go ahead and remove that band and just toss it in the trash. There is no reason to keep this. Now I'm just going to screw the lid on just a tiny bit here because I want to be able to show you this next part up close. In your shimmer brush, there is a tiny little pin up here where the brush portion is, and there is a little circle where that pin is going to perforate. So when we go to screw this brush portion on, when that pin perforates that tiny circle, it will cause the ink inside to start to flow. Now I'm going to tightly screw on that brush cap and you're going to feel a slight pop as that pin perforates that little circle. Now your ink is going to be flowing inside your brush. You're going to carefully squeeze where it says push. I do suggest you do this over an all-purpose mat so you don't end up with ink all over your hands. I am doing it like this so that you can see that ink start to fill the base of that brush cap. As you can see, there's just a little bit of ink that has started to flow. At this point, we're going to place the cap back on and we're going to shake the shimmer brush. As we shake, you're going to hear the shimmer mixture mixing around inside and that ink is going to start flowing down into the tip of the brush. Now all you have to do is go over onto a scrap piece of paper or an all-purpose mat and finish filling up that brush with your ink. Now your shimmer brush is ready to use. Now I want to give you a few more tips for using these wonderful shimmer brushes. First of all, you always want to store them upright. You don't want that ink flowing down into the brush all the time. You want to make sure that they're nice and upright when you store them. You also want to remember to always pull off the lid, not twist when you want to open it. If you twist that lid, you are opening up that airlock and allowing the ink to flow out. This happens to a lot of people. My 12-year-old niece did this and ended up with ink all over her hands. So you want to make sure you're not twisting when you go to open it, that you're actually just pulling that lid off. There have been times that I have unscrewed the top to release the pressure down in that airlock base. I travel to a couple of retreat locations that are higher in elevation, and I've noticed that pressure will build up in the base of the shimmer brush. So when I arrive at my destination, I will go ahead and unscrew that brush top, release some of the pressure, screw the top back on, prime the brush a little bit to remove any excess ink, and then it's ready to use at the retreat. Now that you've learned a few tips and tricks for using our shimmer brushes, I want to show you some upcoming projects I plan on posting here to my channel later in the week. These 3 cards were created using a variety of shimmer brush techniques, and I do plan on showing you each one of those in the upcoming video. On this one, I swished the background, I also splattered the background, and I used shimmer brushes to shade the globe. On this second card, I used a technique where I blended shimmer brushes with watercolor pencils to shade in this globe and the clouds. I can't wait to show you how I did that. I also created another type of shimmer brush splatter background on this card. For the third card, we are going to have a lot of fun creating that copper globe, all of that distressing, and the shimmer brush splatter background. I will be posting the video tutorial showing all of the shimmer brush techniques I used on these 3 cards later on in the week. So you're going to want to hit that subscribe button and notification icon so that you're notified when I upload the video showing you how to make all of these globe cards using your shimmer brushes. I want to thank you for joining me today for my 5-minute favorite find. I hope you learned a few new techniques for using those shimmer brushes and that you are looking forward to learning some techniques when we create these out of this world cards. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and notification icon so that you're notified when that video tutorial is uploaded here to my channel. I'm so excited to be able to show you some fun shimmer brush techniques as we create those out of this world cards. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see what you create.